It's winter, presented by Rainy Lake, north of the Twin Cities, gateway to Voyageurs National Park. Rainy Lake is your Minnesota vacation destination, spring, summer, fall, and winter. Plan your trip at rainylake.org.
Well, it is a big national holiday this Friday. I'll give you a half a second to think about what it is. National Hot Chocolate Day.
I was going to say, are the kids out of school again? No. Okay. Not for them. I bet they'd like to for this one. As part of our Ope It's Winter series, presented by Rainy Lake, we invited one of our favorite bakers into the studio to share some hot cocoa-inspired treats. So Janna Aho from Janna's Gluten-Free Bakery is here with us. And I mean, you bring a full bakery. This looks amazing.
Yep, we like to do lots of different fun things.
And then everything's gluten-free, so you can just start crushing bites.
I know. I see this table, and I just want to like bow down to you and say thank you so much, because all of us GF people out there, we normally can't enjoy stuff like this.
I know, it's
because
pretty
it doesn't taste very good. But your stuff is delicious.
Thank you.
Yes.
I appreciate that.
So you really concentrate on the ingredients. When I was, you were part of 12 Days of Cookies this year, which was so much fun. I learned so much from you about techniques, because the technique of baking gluten-free is really different than when you're baking with gluten-full ingredients. But I love that you've taken it one step further and you're making a mix now, so that people can actually just kind of have it be a little easier and know that the quality is there and know that the technique is already built in.
Absolutely. And what's fun about these is that it's a great base. So they're wonderful alone, or you can mix in all sorts of different things, which we did here today, and there's many more beyond, to make all sorts of different flavor combinations, different varieties. What I like to do, and even I've got kids at home like you, is we'll actually divide the pan in the middle with a parchment, and then my kids can decorate each side and kind of make their own flavor of brownies. So I'm just baking one pan, but we're coming out with two at the end of the day. So.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it gives them a little ownership in the creative process too.
Yeah.
Like, not everything's going to be the same. I'm sure they have more fun eating what they sort of create.
Yeah.
That's the big. Okay, you get over here because you're going to show us how to do this and like what the ingredients consist of.
Yeah. So it is what we're doing today is a brownie.
Okay.
I do have chocolate cookies as well. So my assignment was hot cocoa themed baked goods, and I had lots of fun with the hot cocoa frosting. That was a lot of fun. And then we stuffed the cookies with marshmallow inside. So they're really fun. And
what else is in that? What's the?
So we've got a junior mint.
Oh, that's a junior mint. Okay.
Yeah, we've got just the regular.
And junior mints are gluten-free, huh? I'm kind of surprised. You'd think they'd have a little something in there,
Here you go. No, gluten-free right there.
That's my favorite movie theater snack.
Yeah. So, and then we did a peppermint topped marshmallow stuffed chocolate cookie as well. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yep.
Love that.
Yeah.
Okay,
so brownies are super easy. One of my tips is to use melted butter.
Okay.
Because with melted butter, you are not incorporating any air into the mixture, so your brownie is going to be just super chewy and delicious.
Yes.
Like they look so fudgy. It's really hard to not just like, I'm right over here.
Why don't you just like take a little corner?
I know, Janna does. It would be rude not to sample it.
Exactly.
So with my cookies, I always say never overmix. With these guys, same thing, but the melted butter just goes right in.
Was that
there.
it? That's all you did?
That's all I do. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Ben.
I just get it incorporated, and then we just add the brownie mix. Just has all the dry ingredients in there.
Okay, so what are they? Like, what kind of flour are you using?
Okay, so we've got sorghum flour.
Okay.
We've got some white rice, brown rice, a little bit of tapioca starch.
Yeah.
And then it's baking soda and a little bit of salt. I do use some organic vanilla powder in there as well. And so you're just adding in the butter, the egg, which I forgot to do. We'll do it right now.
We'll do it right now.
Yeah, we can do it right now.
That's fine.
There is really no wrong way to do this, I will tell you. Goes in the pan, we just mix it, and you can do this by hand. I tried it yesterday just to see if I could get away with it.
Yeah.
You're gonna put a little bit of muscle, because this actually ends up to be a little bit of a thicker dough.
Okay.
It looks more like a dough than a batter almost.
Yep, and so I do like the mixer for this. And in this case, what we're gonna do, because we're doing hot chocolate, is we're gonna throw in the hot chocolate packet, as well as a quarter cup of the cream.
Heavy cream.
Heavy cream.
That's because that makes every single thing better.
Hot cocoa.
Yeah.
There you go.
We do that in there, boom, and that's what you got. So then when this is done, we basically are just putting the dough into the baking sheet, and that's what it looks like. Now this bag actually makes an 8 by 8.
Okay.
But this makes a really thick brownie.
Right.
I really like making brownies in the baking tray because it's a little bit thinner, and that way when you do your add-ons like marshmallows or mints, or I mean you could do fruit. The sky's the limit.
Yeah.
Then your brownies are, you know, not super cake-like.
They're like a
more
little,
like, they're more
little
like a
thinner.
brownie.
So
Yeah.
that's the thickness right there of what you made here in the sheet pan.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep,
Which-
correct.
yeah,
so when
that's
you
fine.
get
That's not
something
too
like
thin.
this and you've got it all out, then you can, if you want to take your toppings, just go ahead and put whatever you want on there. Smush them on down. I like to do even fruit purees at home. Like I do it. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, really, there are so many options. Yeah.
And you kind of,
So-
you want to press it in a little bit?
Yeah, I do. I just take, with the marshmallows especially, the brownies will ultimately bake up and around the add-ins.
Yeah.
But you can make all sorts of combos there with that.
Look at
So I
that.
know the Andes mints are
Andes
so good.
So how about the baking process? It's the same as like a regular brownie. I'm sure it's probably not going to, if it's thinner, it's not going to go in as long.
I like to do cakes and brownies at 325.
Oh.
Yep, especially for gluten-free. So it's going to bake a little slower, but it's going to give everything time to bake evenly.
Do you like people to use an extra oven thermometer? Because I hear that a lot of people's ovens are really off. They could be off to 25 degrees.
I highly recommend it. Yeah, mine
Yeah.
actually, once I set it, it'll say it's to temperature, and then it actually takes about another 20 minutes
No
to get it.
way.
Yeah, and they're cheap little, I think
Yeah.
$10 investment. So
Very
my
nice.
gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you doing for Valentine's Day? You're doing something really special, a little fundraiser
we are
for
doing
veterans.
something. Yeah, well, it's actually for seniors.
Oh, for
so
seniors.
I heard you are
Okay.
too.
Yes.
I partnered with City of New Brighton. We're doing an Adopt a Senior program to 4 facilities in New Brighton that we are delivering homemade desserts to and handmade Valentine's Day cards.
that's awesome.
So right now I think we're at 174 donations. We're hoping to serve 500 seniors this year.
Oh my gosh.
So that's exciting.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, listen, I already bit some of this off the back, and am I
just
going to
gonna go
continue?
ahead and
Yeah, I
reach
mean, I
across
might.
here.
It's like you can't even tell. You can't even tell that these are gluten free. That's how good you are.
They're
Thank
so
you.
good.
Thank
Great.
you.
The brownie
Tastes like a real
recipe is
thing.
online. You can get her mix. This is so great. We posted it on our website, twincitieslive.com/recipes. Why do I take a bite before I have to talk?
I know. We also posted a link to Janna's website for even more gluten-free baking treats. You guys have to try these. So good. We'll be right back.
Yum, yum, yum.